welcome to episode 4 of my free 6-part video series regarding my core and back immersion therapy. Hi, my name is Annie and welcome to my channel, Annie Pilates Physical Therapist. In this video, I'll show you the complete blueprints of my core and back immersion therapy, which means one of my hallmark regarding my amazing core and back immersion therapy. And I will demonstrate the importance of the PNF patterns or proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation and self-myofascial release utilizing a bolster. And if we were to promise you one thing, it's a must-see. So don't miss out and take notes. And if you want, you can join me, get a bolster and an elastic band to start implementing my program. You know that old saying goes, good things take time. Well, this has been 20 years in the making. And in this video, I'll be revealing the exact steps you need to regain a stronger core, a stronger back, and improve overall posture to regain life without back pain. As I discussed in my previous videos, if you missed my video 1, where I discussed in episode 1 the importance of your core, what is the lumbo-pelvic hip complex, and why it's important to strengthen the powerhouse of your body. As I progressed to episode 2, where we already jumpstart the core strengthening program utilizing proper breath work, while keeping the neutral spine, which is very unique in your own body, that's very different from mine and your family members, or not everyone has the same posture, and the importance of keeping your lumbar spine stable without any movement, rotations, keeping the isometrics, which means there's no movement patterns, while at the same time strengthening your whole powerhouse of your body, the diaphragm, from all the way from your diaphragm down to your pelvic floor, your abdominal muscles, the deeper abdominal muscles, which is your transverse abdominis, the natural corset, and the lumbar spine musculature, and the hip complex, which is your glutes, hip flexors, and all those tiny muscles that support your back. And then in video 3, I discussed some amazing movement patterns utilizing a physio ball and elastic band to activate your core, your glutes utilizing Pilates, and some yoga routine in the end to improve that stretch and opening up a tight area of your lumbar spine, all at the same time strengthening the weak, overstretched back. So that will improve the stability of your spine as well as the stability, mobility, and flexibility, while everything keeping that neutral position. So if you haven't seen the first 3 videos, please stop right now. You can always go back here, but I would highly recommend go back to episode 1, 2, and then 3. Those are important, gentle progression, because without those important aspects, you might not be able to activate our video 4, because this is a little bit more challenging, because we're going to do some dynamic movement patterns with the PNF, as I said, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, with self-myofascial release utilizing a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you can use a roll towel that's a little bit softer than this. And there's also different levels of a bolster. A white one is lighter to your body, not too much pressure. Start with a roll towel. If the towel is still too difficult for you to lie down on, you can use pillows. So proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation or PNF pattern. So what is that? What is PNF? It is a more advanced form of flexibility training. Proprioceptive means your sense of awareness. Neuromuscular means nerves and muscle, nervous system and your muscles. And then facilitation is to make your life easier. So we're going to learn a lot about contracting, relaxing this muscle group, which is your being targeted in order to achieve the maximum static flexibility. In this pattern, in conjunction of the elastic band, you're going to strengthen the body and the limbs. So if the upper body, you're going to use this, and you can place it also for your lower body in a closed kinematic motion as well as open kinematic, which is one of the safest and best way to strengthen your upper body and your lower body while keeping your back stable, because most patients with back pain, their core is weak. So they when they start lifting and overhead reaching activities, they ended up with some rotation and inflammation on their spinal musculature and their joints. So the PNF pattern with my CBI therapy, or the core and back immersion therapy, where I apply the Pilates with breath work and yoga with flexibility, as well as physical therapy. This is evidence-based that proves the strongest movement pattern of our bodies when we apply it to our daily tasks. Such examples of daily tasks are overhead reaching. So there's a pattern there. That's one of the flexion and extension, and pulling and extending. So you pull, you push, and then it demonstrates a lot of movement patterns that could strain your back musculature if you don't have that fluidity of movement patterns. So proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation is an approach to the therapeutic exercises as well as neuromuscular re-education. You're going to try to re-educate your body to move safely without overthinking. Because with back pain, you overthink everything because you don't want to strain your back or you snap your back. Plus, it uses a proprioceptive, which means your awareness, cutaneous and auditory input. So my verbal cues to you when I give you a command will help you produce a functional improvement in the motor out and can be vital element in the rehabilitation process of many injuries, not just for back pain, but any injuries on your spine, your joints, or muscles. So the PNF techniques are being used in sports medicine for many years, and it's been invented by Miss Bobath. It increases strength, flexibility, and even coordination. That's why with Pilates and yoga, you almost feel like you're dancing. So the technique also decreases the deficits in kinesthetic sense, which means the movement where your body's, where am I through movement, in response to demand placed on the neuromuscular system. Because when you're in pain, it disconnects your connection from your brain to your body. So why is it important? Because if we do this, it will help strengthen the deep postural muscle, strengthening our type 1 muscle fibers. That's very difficult to activate because it's not like your bigger muscle groups. So it's a slow twitch muscle fibers, which means you need to move in a slow controlled movement or posture. And if it's weak, so if you have weak postural muscles, then it causes poor posture. That is why it will help support the deeper muscles and especially your joints, where it gets inflamed because of overstrain, overpressured through time. So it's time to say goodbye to back pain, weak core, and poor posture, and let's apply our program right now. So we're gonna begin. So let's begin the program. So if you don't have a bolster, as I said earlier, you can start with a rolled towel, and it's around 6 inches in diameter. You're gonna place it vertically, and we're gonna lie down on it. And if it's causing pain, stop, which means you're not ready. You can start just the video episode 2 to 3 to start the program, because you can also do this without the bolster. For absolute beginner, you can just prop up some pillows for an extra proprioception, because this, I'm an advanced level, I can do the black bolster already. So I'm gonna lie on this. I'm gonna place, making sure this is not in your lumbar spine, but in your thoracic spine. And you can place a pillow also for your neck to support your head if you have weak neck muscles. So with your knees bent, you want to make sure it's not touching your lumbar spine. So this is my lumbar and it's on my head area. The length of my bolster is around the height of my trunk. So the longer you are, you need a longer bolster. Activate your glutes for support. Engage your belly button to your spine. You're going to feel some release on your mid-scapula and your thoracic spine. So engage your core. So now that your core is activated, feet planted down, we're gonna keep your hands and elbows straight. We're gonna start with D1 flexion. D1 flexion is when you pull across your body with your thumbs down, keeping your left arm pointing to the heavens. So if your weaker side is your right, we're gonna start with your right. So a thumb, you follow your eye gaze, follow your thumb as you reach to your left, and as you pull down, thumbs up, and then you look down. You follow the movement with your eye gaze. So I'm following my right arm, keeping my left hand, holding the band, pulling it. Inhale as I reach, exhale as I go down. I'm following my thumb movement, my hand, looking up, my eye gaze, and then down. 2 more. So if you have scoliosis, and this is your convex side, do this first, D1 flexion, and then extend. With rotation of your shoulder and your scapula, as well as pronation of your forearm, and then supination as you go down to your hips. As you lift across your body towards your shoulder, pronate, thumbs down to the floor, and then thumbs up, open, pull down. Now let's switch. If your problem is your left, you're gonna cross your body to your left, look up, and then keeping the right arm straight. Inhale, cross, exhale down. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, last one, and down. So that's D1 flexion and extension. Now we're gonna do D2 flexion extension. D2 is we're gonna reach to the side. So I'm pulling away from my body, looking up, inhale, and then crossing my body towards my left hip. So lift to the right, I'm looking up to my right, and then looking down to my left. 2 more. Inhale, keeping your core engaged, glutes engaged. You're gonna feel the burn on your buttocks. Last one. And then switch to the other side, left arm up. I'm reaching to my left and then across my body. Reach, you're gonna feel the resistance with the band. And down. Last one. Following your hand with your eye gaze. Now we're gonna combine with diagonal. So as I lift my right arm, I'm pulling my left arm to the side, back center, and then switch. Alternating left and right, keeping my glutes engaged, my buttocks. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And down. Now slowly roll down your hips. Slowly sit up. And now we're gonna place the bolster. We're gonna place this on your scapular area. Slowly roll down. This is gonna engage your abdominal muscles, and we're gonna continue with the movement patterns. This time, we're gonna place it behind your back, near your armpit, and we're gonna do more PNF patterns. So with the bands across your body, you're gonna pull it away from you, and then across, back and forth, just diagonal place. So I'm lifting with my right arm up, and then down. Inhale, crisscross. Exhale. Squeezing my core in, chin tuck. Belly button to your spine. Feeling that bolster on your back. After 5 repetitions, we're gonna slowly stretch. Lifting up overhead. Stretching your thoracic spine all the way to your neck. Looking up. Inhale, chin tuck. Exhale, reaching to your knees. Squeezing your core in. Breathe in. As you overhead reach, exhale as you go back up. Squeeze your core in, squeeze chin tuck. If there's neck pain, let me know. Be careful as you reach back. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. So we're hitting 3 birds in 1 stone. Strengthening your core, strengthening your upper limbs, and then stretching, doing dynamic movement. Now we're gonna do some dynamic stretching with PNF patterns on your lower body. You're gonna place the bolster behind your hamstrings. And then we're gonna do some lovely D1 flexion and extension. So place your hands behind your hips, pointing towards your hips. Elbow straight, looking up straight. And then we're gonna cross your body. We're gonna do D2 flexion and then bend. Inhale, reach and down. Tap your foot and then extend. Tap, extend. 2 more. And now we're gonna progress by leaning on the bolster, by pulling your hips up, and then lift your right leg up. D2 flexion. Tap your heel towards the left heel. Lift. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Toes pointing away as you lift. Last one. And then switch to the other side. Lower your hips down to warm up. Extend. D1 flexion. Extension. 2 more. Last one. And now lift your hips up. You're gonna feel it on your hamstrings and lift. D1, 2 flexion, and tap. Squeezing your core in. 2 more, lift diagonally, tap your heel. It's like kicking a ball to the side. Last one. If it's too difficult to lift, then rest. Just do it with the bolster behind you. And now we're gonna release your hamstring by rolling it forward. Inhale as you roll towards your buttocks. Exhale as you roll all the way to your knees, behind your knees if you can. Roll back. Inhale. Exhale. Feel that lovely stretch. Breathe in. I'm just stretching your hamstrings today. There's so many parts of your body you can release, but we're going to slowly release one part at a time. Exhale. Last one. And exhale. So we covered some PNF patterns in our upper body and then some on your lower extremities. Now we're going to grab the bands. We're going to slowly stretch. Place it on the arch of your foot. You're going to slowly lie down with your left foot up. We're going to do some PNF patterns in this position. I'm placing the arch of my foot, the band. I'm going to cross my body. This is D1 flexion. And then pull down to outside of the mat to stretch your hip groin area for your hip flexors. Inhale. Exhale down. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out diagonally. So you're doing across your body, pull with the band, exhale down to the side. Now let's switch to the other side. It's a lovely cool down. Feel the stretch of your hamstrings. D1 flexion cross. Exhale out of the band, out of the mat, across, toes pointing towards the left as you pull your right foot. Exhale, toes pointing away to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And that's it. I'm hoping you enjoyed. I tried to package this one amazing blueprint. This is only a glimpse of everything you're going to learn from me. I know, trust me, you don't want to miss this. You want to progress. And there's more videos upcoming for my free 6-part video series regarding my core back immersion therapy. I'm hoping you enjoyed this program. And if you have any questions, suggestions, or concerns, leave a comment down below. And I'll try my best to answer each one of you. If you love my video and want to learn more about Pilates, yoga, physical therapy, health, and wellness, please subscribe to my channel, ring the bell so you won't miss anything. Like and share this video. Every like you're giving to my channel, you are supporting me. And please don't miss out my upcoming back master class where I combine Pilates, yoga, physical therapy, health, and wellness. And you can sign up down below on my early bird waitlist for a first come, first serve basis as you're gonna learn more about my core and back immersion therapy. So don't miss out on video 1. Check out over here, go back to video 1. And if you already watch that, you can watch my next video in video 5. Always remember, be safe, be well, and healthy you. Bye!